Darkness, silence, and somewhere beneath the surface of the Mediterranean Sea, a wall. Not ruins, not rubble, a wall built 2,000 years ago, still standing, still solid. And according to every measurement taken in the last decade, still growing stronger. Modern concrete begins to deteriorate within 50 years when exposed to seawater. The Roman harbor at Caesarea, over 2,000. And it is not decaying, it is crystallizing. Why, after 2 centuries of scientific attempts, has no one been able to fully copy it? Stay until the end. By the end of this video, you will learn about a site frozen by a volcano 1,946 years ago. The mistake that wasn't a mistake. The harbor that feeds on the sea. The discovery buried under ash for 2,000 years. Vitruvius wrote down the exact recipe in 25 BC. The book survived the fall of Rome. Modern scientists read it for 200 years and misunderstood one key word. That one word cost humanity 2 millennia. University of Utah, 2013. Geologist Marie Jackson received samples of Roman marine concrete underwater for 2,000 years. She places them under a synchrotron, a machine that reads the atomic structure of materials. Inside the concrete, a chemical reaction is actively taking place. Not decay, growth. 2 minerals are crystallizing right now. Aluminous tobermorite and philipsite, extremely rare in nature. The seawater is not destroying the concrete. The seawater is feeding it. Modern cement reacts with seawater in the opposite way. Average lifespan, 50 years. The secret is pozzolana, volcanic ash from the fields near Pozzuoli on the Bay of Naples. To build the harbor in what is now Israel, Roman engineers shipped this ash across the entire sea. The ash that killed thousands in Pompeii became the foundation of the most durable structures in history. 22 BC. King Herod receives Roman authorization to build a harbor in the open Mediterranean. He will build the largest harbor in the ancient world. Professor Avner Rabban led the excavation. They mixed volcanic ash with lime at a precise ratio, 1 part lime to 2 parts ash. Wooden forms were lowered into the open sea. The concrete was packed directly underwater. The seawater was not a problem to overcome. It was an ingredient. Those blocks are still there, still standing, still hardening. In 2021, a Seattle startup announced they had cracked the code. Millions in funding followed. In 2023, they poured 3 foundations in Seattle. The concrete crumbled on site. The cause? The mixture was too watery. Millions in funding could not fix a simple ratio. We still do not know the exact ratio the Romans used. That knowledge is gone. Every researcher who studied Roman concrete saw the same thing. White spots scattered throughout. 200 years, thousands of scientific papers. The same mistake repeated. January 2023. Journal, Science Advances. Title, Hot Mixing and the Durability of Roman Concrete. Lead researcher Admir Masic, MIT. His team sampled the ancient walls of Privernum in Italy. High-resolution chemical mapping at the atomic level. It rewrote 2 centuries of consensus. The white spots were not a mistake. They were a mechanism. Quicklime, mixed dry before water. When water was added, an exothermic reaction occurred. Temperatures reached 200 degrees Celsius. Water enters the crack, contacts the calcium, and it seals itself automatically. August 24th, 79 AD. Vesuvius erupts. 6 meters of volcanic ash. An entire city frozen in a single morning. In 2024, archaeologists uncovered a construction site active the morning Vesuvius erupted. Tools still on the ground, and next to them, dry material piles ready to mix. MIT researcher Vaserman led the analysis, published in Nature Communications, December 2025. DOI 10.1038/41467-025-66634-7. The hot mixing step documented not in a lab, but in the hands of Roman workers. Masic was asked how it felt to realize the evidence had been there for 200 years. He paused for a long time. Then he said, "We had the evidence in front of us for 200 years. We just refused to see it." Science gave us an answer. After billion-dollar synchrotrons and samples from frozen construction sites. Crete's concrete crumbled in Seattle because the water ratio was wrong. We have the formula, not the process. Roman engineers encoded a self-healing mechanism directly into stone for 2,000 years. The most durable material in history was created, lost, and still cannot be fully copied. If that question stays with you, subscribe to Lost Empires. Every week, another civilization, another answer hiding in plain sight. Do you believe the Romans fully understood the chemistry, or did they stumble onto it?